And good evening, sports fans. It's the Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Board. It's Wednesday Night Live, and we're from where, Mr. Griffin?
Center Sports Universe, live here at Coach's Corner. We just followed the guys, well, one of the guys, and then a substitute guy tonight from Rubbin Grubbin.
Yeah, you know, Dan Foles and Brandon Baines, big as they call Brandon Baines. I think he was under the weather.
A little bit, maybe.
All right, and Lawrence Bennett, the man who puts on that show, Rubbin Grubbin, they had a substitute fill in.
Had to bring him out of the pen.
Oh, and he's talking so much trash.
Until he found out what the other guy bowls, and then it got really quiet really quick. Now, how true that is, we don't know.
Well, it's all part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We have a charity bowling event coming up February 28th. Okay, it's going to be the 4 shows that are on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We got Rubbin Grubbin, Dan Foles, Brandon Baines. Then we got Hot Grits Podcast with Travis Jadon and Spencer Maddox, the Young Pups. And then we got the 19th hole with the Herb Brothers. And then, of course, you got the Coach and AD bowling event. And who's it going to, Mr. Bennett?
Help save one of our own.
Help save one of our own. That's big here at Coach's Corner. You could pay. You could sponsor us for pins. You could never want. But the Young Pups from Hot Grits Podcast, they're 3-1 favorites. They got us 100-1.
Did they make their own odds?
Well, you know, Travis does his own.
I think he made his own odds. He
His
was
own
feeling
little
good, but I think he's starting to feel a little bit of screws tightening.
So he jumped on. He was part of Hot Grits Podcast. Whoops. He was part of the Rubbin Grubbin Show. That's with Dan Foles, Brandon Baines. He jumped on because Brandon Baines wasn't here. Travis Jadon. Okay. So, but anyway, we got a big night. Something that we got to talk about. If you have a Twitter account and you did not see the hype video for the Savannah Bananas, there's something wrong. You're missing out. I wish I was, I guess I would say 40 years younger.
You could say 4 years.
40 years younger, I'd try out. But the Savannah Bananas released their tryout for their premier baseball league. You know what? They call him the vice president of operations. I'm calling him the GM of the Savannah Bananas because this guy goes out and gets guys for the teams they play, the party animals, you name it. He gets them to come in. He gets the college kids to come in. I mean, he just keeps on getting better and better. He's joining us now tonight on the Coach's Corner hot seat, the vice president of operations. But to me, he's the GM.
GM, baby.
And he's an Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirate. You know, he wore the Tools of Ignorance.
Did he?
He was a catcher for Armstrong.
Listen, those guys, they are smarter than what they look. They get the ball. What would you rather do? Be a catcher or stand in right field and never get the ball? I mean, let's be honest, man.
Hey, you know, it's deja vu all over again. So, Yogi Berra. Joining us now from the Savannah Bananas, the man himself, Vice President of Operations, Berry Aldridge. Berry, great to have you on. Hey, gotta love it. You and Nico make a great team, buddy. Sorry, Biko is Nick Biko Scala. Sorry, I called him Nico. But Biko, so once again, thanks for coming on.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's always a pleasure to join you guys on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report.
Hey, how many balls did you hit in the head to be a catcher?
Oh, way too many. An infinite amount. They just never stop. Yeah, the tools of ignorance is the nicest way to put it, for sure.
Now, I I'm going off the topic here. We're going to talk about bananas in a second, but I found a picture of you on the internet because I was looking for one. Found a great one that we used for the promo. You with that little banana thumb coming at you.
Yeah.
But I think 97 career hits for the Pirates or something like that on senior day, I found.
Yeah, 3. I had a decent career. Nothing crazy. I was okay. I was really good at hitting singles. Not a lot more than that. So I definitely enjoyed my time at Armstrong. Had a great time. Thank goodness senior day wasn't the last game because I did get to cross the 100 threshold, which is no really impressive feat. I had guys I came into school with, like Cody Sherlin, who had 250 hits over their 4 years. So it's no impressive feat, but I'm still very proud to be a Pirate.
Yeah, and I don't know. You're a catcher, and you're part of this Bananas crew now, and you guys think – I'm not going to say what you guys say, but you think bunting stinks.
Bunting sucks, man. Bunting's the worst. I thought that when I played. I happened to be a good bunter, but I couldn't run fast, so they only asked me to sacrifice once in a while. But, bunting sucks, man. So here's the thing people don't know about banana ball, Carl. We surveyed every single person that watched it for the last 2 years. We sent a survey following the game, and the response has been overwhelmingly good. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some baseball purists aren't going to love it, and they're not going to love anything that's different. You know, a lot of people didn't like the forward pass when the NFL introduced it. It is what it is. I'm not saying we're the forward pass, but
he pulled the forward pass card. I like
he pulled out the forward pass card.
I'm not saying we're going to be the forward pass, but that's a fact. That is true. So we're excited to do it again, and yeah, that's one of the 9 rules, man. Bunting sucks.
All right. Well, I know you're having a good time. You love it over there. You're working there. I know you got a lot of work to do. You're doing different events and promotions, but man, Savannah Premier Baseball Team. How did you guys come up with this now?
Well, the idea really started years ago when Jesse had this idea of, Savannah it's our place. It's our city on a hill. It's where we're always going to call home. But one way that we can spread the word, so to speak, of Banana Land is to go on the road and form a Harlem Globetrotters-esque team. Now, big difference is our Washington Generals aren't going to be boring. We want people to know who our second team is, our arch rival, the Party Animals. So we created that brand as well and rolled it out this year to great response. It's kind of a tester year, That's one thing that, COVID, I'll say is a positive about COVID was it gave us an opportunity to test a ton of stuff on a smaller scale and take smaller bets and be like, you know what, let's see if this works this year, because if people respond well, we can really lean in on this. And so the idea has just evolved over the last 3 years from there. Jesse's worked with the Globetrotters specifically. He's talked to arena or ballparks that house multiple teams. We've talked about, with different leagues. We've talked about with barnstorming tours. I mean, we've done our research. We've talked to everybody that's worth talking to. And really the gist of it is we think going on the road makes a lot of sense, taking the show on the road and showing it off. So this also gives us an opportunity to operate outside of our league once in a while. And when we do that, we can recruit professional talent and pay them. So it really opens up a lot of doors for us.
So he's thrown out the forward pass card. Yeah. Now he's thrown out the barnstorming card. You guys are bringing stuff that was going on in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and it's working.
I'm here for it, man. There's nothing better than a good retro movement,
Hey, so in talking about that, in the barnstorming aspect, what is that logistically looking like? I mean, you're going to different ballparks that the Bananas don't typically play at in your league, going outside that comfort zone, so to speak, and reaching down into places that normally you don't go. What does that go look like? I mean, can you give me specifics about cities, things of that nature?
Yeah, so as you guys may or may not have seen on social media this time, we kind of looked for suggestions. We had an idea of a few stadiums that kind of fit what we think makes sense, a certain size capacity. We're not trying to go to SunTrust, right? We're not trying to sell, 60,000 tickets. We know who we are. I don't think we're quite too big for our britches yet in that aspect. So we kind of had a size in mind, but then we really just put it out there like, hey, where should we go? We had a couple hundred cities recommended. We narrowed it down to 5 and reached out to them. We're like, hey, we're coming to your city. Something open to. Great from those cities, and ended up in Mobile. We talked to the city. They have a very similar situation to the way that Grayson was left after the Sand Gnats. They have a team that left. They didn't have baseball in all of 2019 or 20. And so now we're going to be the first baseball game at that historic Hank Aaron Stadium in 2.5 years. So
Montgomery you going to?
I'm Montgomery. We're going to Mobile. I forget the name of
the
Yeah. Yeah, we're looking for places that have stadiums that maybe baseball's left them. I mean, heck, guys, there's 42 more teams that just got the axe by minor league baseball. So the opportunity to go and kind of revive baseball, at least for a couple nights in these towns, is really what we're after.
And I know we're here to talk about what you guys are doing, which is great, but I mean, nobody took into consideration these communities that thrive on that minor league baseball concept. And minor league baseball doesn't put on a show like the Bananas does, but there are a lot of things that they do between innings to get the fans involved. I mean, so it's a shame that, it's just turning out where you used to have like 900 draftees for minor league baseball. Now we're doing like 160.
Right.
I mean, economics, people don't think about the economics.
Right. Well, they've got themselves in an impossible situation. First and foremost, a lot of these cities probably shouldn't have spent taxpayer dollars to build the stadiums in the first place. That's the ugly truth of it. If we're talking about the economics, it is beneficial.
Yep.
That happened to Columbia. Fireflies in there. That's why the Sandats left for a new stadium in Columbia.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like a good example, my beloved Braves, right? I love the Braves, but there's just almost no reason why Danville, who just got the axe, why they have a stadium as nice and big as they do. Like, it's not the town itself really can't justify putting 60 or 6,000 people in a stadium 70 times a year. But it's in the Braves' best interest to have the best facilities possible. And so they woo these cities into, this is going to be great for you. So back to the original point, they kind of have themselves in an impossible position now. They built the stadium, and now the teams are backing out on them. And so it's tough. We, like you said, I would love to see these people whose jobs depend on it and these players who are, already in the system. If you want to scale the draft back and start easing back on the number of players, cool. Far be it from me to decide that for Major League Baseball. But I wouldn't cut the teams and then do that. I would do the other way. I would start easing back on the supply before I just nixed all the players and all the teams. It really stinks. We hate that, and that's a big driving force behind being able to offer to pay players and recruit professional talent. Is a lot of these guys lost jobs, man, and we can't do a lot. We're not the New York Yankees, but we can do a little. We can have a 4-game series this spring and pay these guys, $100 a game and give them incentives and put them up with host families or hotels. Like, we're going to do what we can. There's no excuse. Just because we can't do it for everybody doesn't mean we shouldn't do it for the ones we can.
Do you see the growth of independent ball coming back with the acts of these, so-called farm teams from your big clubs like the Braves and others? I mean, you think about, especially in the Midwest, where independent ball is so huge. And, like you said, drives towns and economies, and, then minor leagues come in. I mean, so how do you think the future looks like for you guys, in that regard? Maybe a separate team, separate league that you guys play in and do?
So that's a great question. It's something we kind of had to tackle in our 5-year vision whenever we in the city, and we were like, right, when we originally planned to come to Savannah, and I say we, when Jesse, Emily, Jared originally planned to come to Savannah, they had this goal of loving baseball, and not to say we've arrived, but like, I think we did what we originally set out to do. So now it's on us to be complacent and create a new 5-year vision. And when we did that, I don't think we landed on having a new team, having a new league, or anything like that. What we landed on, how do we have summer league, right? We still play games in Savannah on the road all throughout the year. There are great games in November. There are places that we play all the other times of the year. So I think for us, the two big acts and find ways to play in other places periodically. I don't think 2 games in Mobile to 50 games out of the country. We're going to increase that over the coming years. And so we would love to have a product.
Here's how you play. You guys cheat. Each I will repeat.
Well, you're watching Wednesday Night Live, the Coach AD, right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, Karl DeMasi Sports Report. We'll be back Saturday morning. Got a great lineup there, too. We're talking to the Vice President of Operations from the Savannah Bananas, Berry Aldridge, local product, Armstrong, Atlantic State, also out there in the country somewhere, Toombs County Bulldogs. But it seems like he's found his place in Savannah, Georgia with the Savannah Bananas. And we're talking about the Savannah Premier Baseball team. So if someone wants to play, someone wants to try out, let's promote it. It's February 23rd.
20th. Oh, you're talking about the actual tryout, February 20th. That's right. Very briefly, today was crazy, man. We watched that video this morning. A few people we've had like Dallas Braden, John Boy, and a lot of really famous. Not a lot of them behind the call. Funny story. Dallas Braden actually called our office and said, "Hey, I want to get more involved." Friction away from I will put up the first guys from outside of 100 miles. Athletic. 4 of those guys have already signed up and got them taken. And obviously, right now, had a lot of local guys. So far today, we've had Calvary, Georgia, West Virginia, and states. So we're super excited.
So what do they have to do to get involved?
Oh, www.eastmanofmans.com/2021 tryout. Check us out on social media. Links everywhere right now. We'd love to try out. $25. If you're serious, you can get it back whenever you come to the tryout. And then 100 more up. So we're really excited, man. February 20th is going to be a big game.
And don't forget, a couple of weeks after that, you're going to put a kilt on?
That's right. March the 13th, we're hosting the first game with these new players. We're building the two teams, the Bananas and the Party Animals, out of this tryout. The best 34, the what we're kind of saying is the best and most entertaining players that we can find. The 34 best and most entertaining guys.
Entertaining.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to have our tryouts different. We're not going to have a normal tryout.
I'm sure there's going to be some dancing involved. You have to cut a rug to show that you can dance.
Get out of your comfort zone. Help us do some TikToks. You're going to have to an interview station with Nico. All sorts of good stuff. We're gonna have a very, very interesting tryout, to say the least. And pay attention Thursday. But what's today? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah,
tomorrow. Pay attention tomorrow. We're announcing the head coach, and let's just say he has some really, really cool baseball experience, and I think people are going to really really like him.
Nice.
So this is for the Premier team. It's not for the Bananas team.
Right. Tyler Gillum is still a college coach, and so he's this is Tyler Gillum's number one choice. He personally recommended, recruited, interviewed this guy, and he got the job. So he's going to come join us in Savannah for the tryout and for the full 2 weeks from the 13th, the 20th, and then also when we go to Mobile. So he's going to be with us for a while. I'm super excited
about that, man. I'll be following Twitter tomorrow to see what name drops there.
It's going to be,
man.
It's going to be exciting. I got a question for you.
Yeah?
How does a manager coaching cowboy boots?
Oh,
I've been coaching all my life. If I don't have a cleat on, if I don't have a tennis shoe or an athletic shoe, I'm uncomfortable. When I have to put on my shoes to coach a basketball game, I'm out of my zone. How does this man coach?
But Carl, you're not a cowboy.
Boots?
You're not a cowboy.
I know. I'm an Italian Guido guy from New York. I know.
Yeah, but that's his sweet spot. That's what he's comfortable with. That's what it gets him right here, gets him in the right state of mind. He always said Tyler Gillum's bull rider.
There you go. That's the truth right there. Maybe we'll get Tyler to ride a bull, at a Bananas game, have like the thing, the mechanical bull, have one of those at the Bananas game, and like
post it up in the third base coaching box, and he does the whole. Yep. If he hangs on the full half inning, we get 1 point regardless.
Yes, put that banana ball. That'd be awesome.
That would be great.
Oh, that's phenomenal. Versus the other coach. The other coach don't make it. Come off, they lose points.
Hey, if you last 5 seconds, you go to third base. If you last 10 seconds, you go to second base. If you last 15 seconds, you go to first base. Hey, if you last 20 seconds, you got a home run backwards.
I'm here for it. Yeah, Your guys are lucky Jesse's not on this show, or I'd have marching orders tomorrow to start getting this stuff in action.
But anyway, I'm serious. Let me know when the singers are auditioning for the Star Spangled Banner. It's my dream to sing at Grayson Stadium. I'm so not as bad as Roseanne, but I could sing it.
Well,
Jesse,
how come you never said that to me before?
I told Jesse I'd come in a pink tuxedo.
Yeah, but I get it. I get stuff done. I'm the guy. Come on.
Listen, you gotta understand that you go to the GM.
Right, we got to go to the GM. We got to go to the GM.
He's the one that makes all the other stuff happen.
We're
GM, man.
We're just poking the wheel and we're just turning it. So there
you go. You're in.
I'll put in a word, and we're gonna get you. You're gonna sing this in 2020. You're gonna sing at Grayson Stadium.
I want to see you.
2020 was last year, buddy.
I want.
2021.
Oh, there we go.
I want to see him
You write a check in 2021. You're always gonna mess it up.
He wants me to see my light powder blue tux that I wore, and I'm not ashamed to say it, I wore to my 1976 junior high school prom. I mean, so, I'll put it on.
I mean, can you?
Well, I'd have to get a bigger edition, though. But anyway, Berry, always a lot of fun. Keep up the fun over there at Grayson Stadium. You brought back that old stadium. It's alive. It's thriving. You guys do a great job. And just do me one thing. Don't slip on any banana peels.
Y'all keep Travis in check over there, okay?
Woo. That's tough to do.
I know. All right. Have a good one, boys.
Thank you, guy. Appreciate it. Yep.
I mean,
you're in, man.
I'm in. But I got
it going. Get them warmed
now,
up.
Is it Jose or is it Jose?
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes.
Is it Jose or Jose?
Here he goes, man. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. So once again, Berry Aldridge, awesome to have him on. Local product, Toombs County, catcher at Armstrong. 100 hits. Dude, that's good. 100
that's
hits
good
is
for
great
college career.
Ball. Like,
and plus, when you're behind a dish, all the hot weather, and you got all that equipment on. But anyway, once again, Savannah Bananas are having a premier baseball team. They're going to travel outside the Wooden Bat League, outside the Coastal Plain League. They got tryouts February 20th. The hype video is on Twitter today.
Yes.
It's also on YouTube. If you go to Savannah Bananas, also go to the Karl DeMasi Sports Court for the coach and AD. We're on YouTube too. And check it out. You got to get pumped. I mean, it's unbelievable. You're ready to play ball.
Well, and then also be ready tomorrow for the Twitter drop of who's going to manage that team. Big name, live baseball experience.
Right.
Know that's coming. And listen, man, they don't do anything halfway.
No, they don't.
So you know whoever it is legit, and it's going to be fun to watch there. I mean, February 20th, what day is that? Is that a Saturday?
It's a Saturday.
Yep. Are you feeling maybe a live broadcast from their track?
We'll see if they'll let us do it. We can do it. Hey, you know what? We can go out there at 9 o'clock and do it. I mean, we'll prime the whole event.
Yes, we can have Bananas guest on. We have a new coach on.
Well, Berry's on there. I mean, he says Jesse and Jared. Forget about them. We got to talk to the GM.
Yeah, you got to talk to the guy that gets things done.
So anyway, it's been a long day. Basketball's in full swing. All spring sports are in a full swing. We got a lot going on. A lot big basketball games. I know Friday night. I know last week Calvary took on Christian.
Yes.
Right.
Girls did really well. Cooper George, I'll go ahead and drop the mic for it. Cooper George will be our athlete of the week on Saturday.
Right.
And he dropped, I think, 7 threes. He did the same thing last year.
He did 6 against us.
He did the same thing last year in the first game that we played him. I'm like, you just couldn't stop him. I mean, it didn't matter if you had a man on him, man in space. Didn't matter. He was just in fuego when he plays us for the first game. I'm hoping he cools off for the second game. But he'll be our athlete of the week. He had a great game against Calvary there, and so he'll be our athlete of the week. And you can tell him the other guests we're going to have on.
Christian and Country Day go at it on Friday. That's
Friday
a big
night.
one.
That's a big one. Yep.
And then Woodville and Swainsboro, top 2 out of the top 3 teams in the state. Swainsboro was number 2. Woodville was number 3. Tough one last night for the Wolverines.
Can't figure out Swainsboro. It's tough,
they
man.
can't. Oh, there's always somebody on your schedule you can't figure out.
Yeah.
So.
Well, also, don't the 2 twins that play tight end for Swainsboro, don't they both play basketball?
Oh, yeah. And they're big boys.
That's tough.
They're big
Those
boys.
jokers are like 6'5",
all right.
6'6".
Well, you're into the soccer thing. How's soccer shaping up? When are the first games going to be?
We scrimmage on February the 2nd, and then we open up. Coach Kim Turner and I co-host a tournament at Calvary the kickoff classic. We got a couple games. We're having to rearrange because of teams and COVID and can't travel and different things. So we'll have 2 games on Friday. Lakeside Evans will be down playing, and then my girls I'll match up against one of my old buddies. One of my favorite games were Wade Wright, man. Since I've been in Savannah, Wade's coached everywhere with Richmond Hill, Effingham.
Got the whistle back on?
He's coaching the girls' team. Love Wade. Effingham.
He's back in the ham?
Yeah.
That's where he made his name.
Coached him last year.
But it wasn't soccer.
He did.
But it wasn't soccer that he made his name.
No.
It was the round ball. Basketball.
Yeah. Wade can coach anything. I love Wade, so Wade and I get to – it's so funny. Pre-game,
we gotta get him
I don't
on.
even know what's going on pre-game because Wade and I are sitting there chatting the whole time.
Yeah. He'll have his cup of coffee with him and Wade.
But love Wade, so Wade and I will be on. Then we got 4 games on Saturday. So big
day.
Yeah, big BC plays, Richmond Hill plays, I think Glen Academy plays.
Wow.
So a lot of big games. We're only weeks away, man.
Yeah.
Then baseball kicks off.
I
know Calvary scrimmages BC, our annual scrimmage. We scrimmage every year in BC, playing at Griffin Stadium. So I think it's February the 6th or something like that. So here we go, man. We're rocking and rolling.
We're full swing. All I can tell you about basketball, Richmond Hill is still undefeated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Windsor Forest is starting to get their feet back on underneath them after 4 weeks off.
Told you.
So, there's a lot of good round ball going on. I don't know if people give a lot of Habersham School. They got this kid Tift over there, Thomas Tift. The kid's like scoring 20, 30 points a game. It's unbelievable. So Eric Brown picking up the round ball at Country Day.
Yes.
So
yes, that kid's legit. He can play now. So listen, there's just there's a lot of top talent in Savannah, period, basketball wise. A lot of fun to watch all these teams play. Public, private, go at it all the time. So, man, tell us who else Saturday. Tell us who we got.
Oh, the lineup. All right. Don't forget, we'll start here with Coach Corner. We got to plug them first. Every Monday to Friday, 6 o'clock to 10:30. Come get yourself some country steak. Or is it ham steak? Country ham. Country ham steak, country ham?
Country ham.
Okay.
Country ham.
Just get a biscuit, okay? Once again, John Henderson has the Old Larry's restaurant crew in here serving breakfast every Monday through Friday. We did it one Wednesday morning. It was great. This man devoured that ham steak. Sorry. Ham.
Just ham. Just country ham.
Country ham.
Country ham. There's a difference between country ham.
What's the difference between country ham? What's the difference between country ham and a country steak?
So
I love ham steak.
Ham steak's like steak is thicker. Country ham's been cut.
Okay.
One is salty. Virginia ham is sweet.
Right.
I'm not a Virginia ham guy.
Right.
I want the salty southern.
I want the salty stuff too.
Yeah, it's been in the black-eyed gravy.
And that little bone in the middle, I love something.
Oh my gosh, so fantastic.
But anyway, Monday through Fridays here, 6 to 10:30, you can get breakfast. Okay.
Yep.
Tonight we got Pub Star Trivia. Everything will be coming back into the Sound Garden as soon as the weather gets warmer. February kicks off.
Yeah.
Who's going to be in the Sound Garden? It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you check it out. All right. We're here Wednesday nights doing Wednesday Night Live. It's an update. Then we come back Saturday mornings from 9 to whenever, and we have a great show. This week, we're going to kick it off talking baseball.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I got to say my youth is coming up really quick. Don Sutton, great Dodger pitcher. Great Atlanta Braves announcer for so many years. People don't know that he was an unbelievable Hall of Fame pitcher.
Yes, he was.
And you know what his nickname was?
What?
The Mechanic. We all think about Greg Maddux and his mechanics.
Oh, my gosh.
Don Sutton was labeled the Mechanic before Greg Maddux. So, he passed away. But we got Kyle Lawson, the baseball fanatic,
guru,
coming on. Give us an update, because pitches and catches
report.
PNC's report February 16th and 17th. So we'll have Kyle Lawson on first, 9:15, 9:10, 9:15. Then we're going to bring on Cooper George. He was nominated
lit him up
to be our Weatherton Chiropractic.
Well deserving.
He came into my game. We played him the other night. They beat us last Saturday night. He came into the game 14 3-pointers in 2 games. He put another 6 on us.
In Fuego.
You can tell, I'm a basketball coach. I'm a coach. He's a coach. You can tell when the kid's on fire. The kid is so smooth. So he'll be on. And then
we talk a little baseball with him too, though.
He could. Yeah, he's a baseball player too. Savannah Christian Raiders.
He's committed to go.
Yep.
Which one? Knob?
Where? Mount Olive. I'm pretty sure it's
I know exactly, Cooper. I know exactly where Mount Olive is, man. I mean, you can have a good discussion about
up there in the Carolina Woods somewhere.
Babes.
Carolina Woods.
And then Park State and Sand Hills.
If you want to get your high school basketball news here, it's going to be here on Saturday morning about 9:45. Kyle Sandy.
Yes.
from Sandy Spiels. This guy is all over the internet.
All over Twitter.
I thought
over Twitter.
I thought he
Tell you.
I thought he's been doing this for about 8 years. He's only been doing it for 5 years.
But it seems
it's
like
blown
forever
up.
because he is everywhere. You want a scoop on high school basketball, go follow him on Twitter. He covers everybody. We make sure that every time there's any scores or any kids, we're tagging Kyle in everything. He does rankings every week. Phenomenal guy. Super excited to get him. He's the John Nelson of basketball.
Yes, he is.
John
Yes, he is.
Nelson of basketball. We can make him a regular.
Kyle Sandy Spiel.
Awesome.
So can't wait to talk to him. And then we'll round it out. We'll go 3 out the door. Last week I grilled him. He's going to grill me. So, I mean, he'd rather, brush his teeth than not brush his hair, which I agree with him on that way. So,
He got much hair. So
but anyway, once again, come to Coach's Corner. You got the NFL Conference Championships here Sunday. Gazillion TVs.
I think 3 and 6 are the times.
Right. College basketball going on. What bothered me was I don't know why the young guy who we're going to bowl against from Hot Grids Podcast, Travis John, didn't help the nice, beautiful girl bring up their Pat Summit patty melt.
Listen,
Pat Summit.
Listen, he's over here filling in. He's trying not to step on the toes of the host, just like I try not to step on yours. You're the guy.
I'm not the guy.
I'm just here for support to add in really what you do, man.
Right.
He just took the back seat and let it happen. Now, what I would have done afterward is half that sandwich was going to me.
And
you
the-
saw the pay
and the tater tots.
So
So
that, hey, he held his place. But afterwards, I've been there. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that so much.
So we'll be back on Saturday morning with a great show from 9 to whenever. Tune in. It's on the internet. Karl DeMasi Facebook page, Karl DeMasi YouTube channel, Twitter at KD Sports Report. Tune in. It's a lot of fun. It's all local, all the time, right here at the center of the sports universe, Coach's Corner. Anything else you want to end up with?
Hey, just remember, guys, if you got someone you want to nominate, do what? Hey, send them in. Tweet at us.
Savannah Christian, notify me.
Yeah, tweet us. We read Twitter all the time. Man.
Cooper
So let us
George.
know. We also got to thank our producer tonight.
Lawrence
He's
Bennett.
like Motel 6. He keeps the light on for us. Did a great job. He
looks like Santa Claus.
He's got
It's scary.
He's got a COVID beard.
He's got a COVID.
I thought that was like so 6 months ago.
I haven't seen him since 2 weeks ago. Look at the beard this guy has in 2 weeks.
But I told him, I said, homeless Santa's okay as long as you're not homeless. That's the thing. But he's doing it. Hey, he keeps the light on for us. We're grateful for him every Wednesday night. And so, hey, tell him about the bowling real quick.
February 28th. What is it? Tibet Bowling Alley. We have the Coach's Corner Sports Network Challenge, all for help save one of our own. So what happens is you can sponsor the Coach and AD. You can sponsor Travis Janon, Spencer Maddock, the Hot Grids Podcast, who's at 3-1 odds to win. You can sponsor.
They made their own odds. Let me tell
sponsor
you. They didn't book Vegas. They made their own odds. Wait till we put this in Vegas, real bookie.
You can sponsor the 19th hole, the Herb Brothers. Okay, and then once again, the show that's on every Wednesday night before us at 6 o'clock. Rubbin Grubbin, Dan Foles, Brandon Baines.
I hear Brains is a ringer. That's what
he?
That's what Foles was saying.
Foles said?
He threw out some like number of 230 his average.
Well,
and then that's when Travis was like, "Well, is it combined score? Like maybe you're terrible when they get combined 235." Is what Travis was going for.
You and I got to see how we do. We got to go do practice somewhere. It's been a while since I threw that bowling ball, especially with my new knees. I better put my braces on. So we'll see how it goes. So, but anyway,
keep it straight, babe.
We'll be back here Saturday morning. Remember, do this before you go anywhere. Mask up.
Hey, it is super important right now.
Mask up. Wash those hands. And social distance. Hopefully, it's
vaccine. Go get it. If you're able to go get a shot, get it done so we can all get back to normalcy and do what we want to do, please.
And hopefully, whatever you've been doing, you've been heading out of the park. Until we see you on Saturday morning, hopefully it's been your best week ever. We'll be back right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network, which is what?
Center Sports Universe, live here at Coach's Corner.
Peace out.
See ya.